the three-headed monster with Baker, Kyler, and now Jalen Hurts, another transfer that comes in and plays incredible ball for the Sooners. Talk a little bit about Jalen from what you've heard about him, what you know about him, and what you've watched that makes him who he is and why he's great, Con.
Yeah, I haven't been able to, spend any time around Jalen, but, one of the big things that sticks out, every big game you see him in, you couldn't tell if he just threw for 500 yards or just threw 5 interceptions when they put the camera on him. I mean, the dude is always stone-faced.
Definition of even keel, right?
You'd wait. I mean, just cool and collected. I mean, I just think to the Baylor OU game at Baylor when OU's down big, claws back, and we get that interception to end the game, and the camera goes to Jalen, and he's just turned around looking at the stands, just straight face, not cheering, not smiling, anything, just straight face, staring everybody down. The dude just seems like a stone cold killer, and on top of that, dude throws one of the best deep balls I've ever seen. I mean, talk about catchable balls. He can lay it out there and let guys run under it. He has AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. Those guys can scoot a little bit, and with the Eagles, that dude can just lay it out there. And it seems like guys are always running under it in stride. He just seems like from just not knowing him, you look and think, oh no, that guy's not. He's not a vocal leader. Maybe not. He's not a rah-rah guy. But from what we've heard, or from what I've heard, he was a fantastic leader. He was all about business. He was unbelievably prepared every time he stepped foot on the field, and is to this day. And just a following up back-to-back Heisman Trophy winners. You never want to be the guy after the guy. You definitely don't want to be the guy after the guy after the guy. So, I mean, he came in, led OU to another college football playoff. I think second in the Heisman race. So the dude can just flat out ball. And I mean, his bank account is proof of that at this point, making it to a Super Bowl. Those first 3 guys we talked about, I think I talked about that with Jay Hall on. Those guys got a little coin in the pocket. But yeah,
no doubt.
Jalen Hurts, just a freak.
And talking to some of the guys on the staff when Jalen came in, it was like a lot of times you have to pull guys up into preparation mentality, buy-in, all those things. They were trying to subdue him just a bit. It was almost as though he cared too much. That was a detriment to him. You mentioned it, always in the weight room. Stone cold, watching extra film. And the guy was an over preparer, and he obviously figured out how to manage that, because I think he's the guy that has just gotten better and better and better and better. And he's overcome adversity. I think that's another big, if you want to kind of list these things out, what makes a quarterback great, overcoming adversity, next play mentality. Jalen goes to Alabama, plays really well in a lot of games, wins a ton of games, and then the Tua show comes in, and he has to, swallow his pride and transfer out to Oklahoma. And like you said, follow up a couple guys that just won Heisman trophies, and he stepped into that role, believed in himself, and just did a phenomenal job. So I'm a huge Jalen fan. Shout out to Nicole Lennon, his agent, who got him that contract. Nicole's husband, Gabe, played with us at OU, so there's a lot of Sooner connections, rolling through that relationship. So big time by Jalen.